Table Setter Radio. Yours truly, Uncle Boogie's in the joint. I'm here with my man, kCAneMarkCO. That's kCANE, Marco, M-A-R-K-C-O. kCAneMarkCO, what's good with you, my dude?
Sam.
Hey, man, that Midwest love, that's what's going on, man. So, you're from St. Louis.
Absolutely.
And you kind of reside between here and Indiana. Both, right now. The Midwest situation right now, man, getting a lot of love. And you know what I think? It's because of cats like yourself that are pushing yourself as a businessman in this business. You're an artist as well, you're making good songs, but then tell us about the other side, since you're an independent artist and you have your own label. What is the other side? Is it harder to be a creative person as well as a businessman, or how do you balance both?
It's not hard, but it's not easy. You definitely have to separate the two. You want to be creative, you want to create as often as possible. You want to just like go 100% that direction, but then you lose sight of your business. Yeah. So you have to keep everything. You got to keep your publishing on point.
Right.
You got to have somebody backing you like ASCAP or BMI. Look into sync licensing. Try to get that extra money when you can get it off of that, like MTV.
Yes.
Different type of movie sync licensing. And if you're doing your own distribution, make sure you read your contracts so that you know what you're getting into and what to expect out of it. If you're running a label, there's even more work because you're not just working for yourself, you're working for your artist. And even more so, especially with a person like me, I'm really wanting my artist to shine, so I'm teaching while promoting them. I'm not just doing the work for them, I'm doing the work with them so that they can walk away with the knowledge and be able to do it with or without me.
There you go. There you go. Because when each one teaches one, and they pay. Right. If you're not making an album currently, and it's all your label, and you got an artist coming behind you, right? You could say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna put my energy to help write, produce this other group that I have under me. And talking about those other groups, we're talking about your groups called The Squad, No Remorse Clique, and BME. Tell me, does that form your whole group, the Alpha Pack?
Six Swords.
Six Swords as well, right?
Alpha Pack is actually members from each of the individual groups, and myself as a solo artist. Just certain ones from each one of them. Alpha Pack, it's myself, Black, A1 The Last Drop, rest in heaven.
Yes, indeed.
CBG.
And he's from here.
CBG is from, he's actually from Chicago.
Okay.
But he resides in Kokomo.
Yes.
Squad Gang Turk.
Okay.
And T-Lou. He's in college right now. He's inactive because he's in college. Okay. But you can see him in the video for We Got Next, which is on YouTube as well.
Okay. I want to go into your next song, man, that I was feeling, man. You Don't Want to Be a Hater. What was the influence between, when you started putting that song together?
Before I say it, I'm gonna say this just to go on record as saying I'm the weakest rapper on my whole label. So
really, you got some soldiers.
So if anybody likes my music, just know that you're gonna like their music much better. I just happen to be first. So just look for that. But as far as You Don't Want to Be a Hater, the genius behind that really it did come for that, because I look at bullying as being just hating is a form of bullying.
It is.
Like a lot of the times, you got a guy that might be bigger or a little more known, and they see a spark in somebody that maybe don't see it in themselves. Correct. So they try to hurry up and try to put that spark out so that they talk down or bad about a person to make themselves seem bigger or better. And that's not really the way. It's not gonna, just because you try to make someone look bad doesn't make you look good. Right. And you don't want to be a hater, but I made you one. What it's essentially saying is, it ain't my fault. I just heard the other day, I was just talking to Big O about that. Somebody was like, yo, I put your CD in, and the guy was like, man, I don't like that dude. And then they was like, well, do you know him? He was like, well, no, I don't know. How can you not like me if you don't know me?
If you don't even know, have a personal opinion about you, don't even know you.
Right.
But you know what? He's listening to your song.
And then the song came on, he started bobbing his head. So that being said, big shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. the number one hater. Shout out to him. Yeah, you don't like me, you don't love me, but you're listening to my song, your girl's in the backseat twisting and twerking and all this stuff. You know what I mean?
No, she was driving.
And you know what?
And put it in and didn't care.
See? Wow. Now we talking about You Don't Want to Be a Hater. I want to go into that joint, kCAneMarkCO. Let's bring that in. Let's bring that in on Table Setter Radio. kCAneMarkCO, ladies and gentlemen, is going to bring in his own joint. That's how we're going to do it.